Good morning and the start of a new vlog. Howdy, how is everyone doing? I should read this morning while I drink my coffee, but I just simply don't want to. I mean, I want to, but the urge to watch Pretty Little Liars is stronger. So I'm gonna watch Pretty Little Liars and drink my coffee this morning because that's just what I want to do. And you just have to listen to yourself sometimes. And I have to leave in like 2 hours to go to the theater anyway, so...
Introducing egg yolks. It's been so long since I've had an egg sandwich.
I don't know why. I'm just like sad today. Like, I just want to stay curled up in a sweater and a blanket. Why am I sad? I mean, depression, but why today? Like, what? I don't know. I'm like trying to find something to take with me to eat because, yes, I just ate, but the show starts at 2 and then I'm there, right? But like, okay, so I ate at 10:30. Can I go until 5:30? I don't know. I don't have anything to take though. I'm out of gluten-free bread, so I can't take a PB&J because I used the last little butts for my sandwich this morning. Maybe a bad decision, but it was a decision I made, and I don't have anything else. Oh. So the coffee/bookshop that I go to, they had fancy. They had a bargain book sale today with their used books, and so it was like outside. It started at 10 o'clock. There was like an early bird, 9 o'clock if you wanted to like pay for it, but I just came at 10. It was cold. It was hard to get around, but I bought 3 books. I'll show them to you when I get home. You're gonna know at least 2 of them. My hands are cold. My nose is red, but I was only out there for like 15 minutes. So that's that.
All right, so here are the books I got. Number 1, The Midnight Library. It'll go next to How to Stop Time. Yep, that's what it's called. Midnight Library, book number 1. Book number 2, Red, White, and Royal Blue. Haven't read it yet. That'll go next to One Last Stop. Same authors. Look at me go. All right, and the final book, the one that I don't know, you might know, but I doubt it. The Circus Infinite. No idea what it's about. Which is only a partially true statement because I picked it up because it reminded me of The Night Circus, which is an amazing book. Love that book. And then I read the first sentence on the back. Persephone 9 is the galaxy's most infamous pleasure moon, and here it is that Jess, a mixed-race asexual empath with gravity manipulation abilities, is hoping to hide in plain sight. I read asexual, stopped, and bought it. Literally, I have no idea what else happens. But it's space, it's a circus, and it's asexual. So, this bookshelf is shortly becoming Alice Oseman, and I have 2 books by this author. 2 books by Matt Haig. 2 books by Lauren James. One is just over there being read. 2 books by Silvera. 2 books by McQuiston. 2 books by Zevin. This is just, I have 2 books by you. That's what that section is. So I spent the last 2 hours doing everything. By everything, I mean did my laundry, made chicken, made mashed potatoes, made muffins, made scotcheroos, unloaded my dishwasher, folded my laundry, and finished editing a vlog. Yes, call me a genius. Call me the best, because I am the best. Look at that sun. It's like 25 degrees, but it's cold, but it's sunny. That's what I'm saying. But I didn't tell you about last night at the theater. So I worked at the theater last night, or yesterday, really, because I did the matinee and I did the night show, right? I didn't film anything last night after I left, probably because it was stressful as heck. So for the matinee, I knew I was low on volunteers because a volunteer told me, and she was like, I'm going to volunteer. I'll come tomorrow for the matinee because I know you're low. And I was like, great, thanks. So got there, saw the volunteer list, and I had 3 ushers and then the woman who said she would come and she signed up for box office. So I had 4 volunteers. None of them in concessions. Again, this happened a few weeks ago. I just edited the vlog. Do we recall this? Okay. Per the last time this happened and I shut down the concessions, I was like, I never want to fucking do that again because that was terrible. So when the volunteers got there, I asked them all if they had any experience in concessions. And they all said, no, we've never been trained in it. And I was like, cool. But I had the volunteer in box office, so I was like, okay, well, at the very least, I can have her here kind of, because she kind of knew how to sell tickets, but not 100%. She kind of did, but not 100%. And I can go to the concessions and just do like a limited concessions. So one of the usher volunteers, she was like, well, I haven't been trained on anything over there, so I can't like do anything, but I can like grab things for you. I was like, you know what? Let's do that. So I had 2 ushers, the one lady in box office, and then the one volunteer I pulled over to concessions. So I was running like the money thing. She was grabbing stuff. And then I had my volunteer in box office. But like I said, she kind of knew how to work the computer. So I was running back and forth. And it was just an absolute shit show. And I was just a mess. But you know what? I think it was still better than the last time when I didn't open concessions. Because I never want that to happen ever again. I don't know why we're so low on volunteers for this show. Ugh. The night show went better. I had 6 volunteers. I had 4 ushers. Yes, I had 4 ushers and 2 concessions. And the 2 in concessions, they asked one of the ushers if they would help them in concessions because they knew each other. And the 2 that I had in concessions, like they volunteer every Saturday night, and I love them. When they're on the list, I like don't have to worry because I'm like, you guys know what's up. You guys got it. It's great. So yeah, that was my day yesterday. It is almost 5 o'clock and it is still sunny out, which is great. Because I was up and about doing so many things, I don't know what I want to do because I told myself I wanted to do all that stuff before I watch Pretty Little Liars, and I have now done all that stuff. I might edit another vlog. We'll see about that. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what this Sunday is like as of right now. I just worked on a TikTok for a very long time, and when I went to save it to my drafts, TikTok was like, nope. I'm so mad. Like every time that I try to let my guard down, I just get like reminded on why my guard was up in the first place. I'm watching Pretty Little Liars. It's dark now for the most part. It's about 8 o'clock. I should stop watching Pretty Little Liars because it's 8 o'clock. So I'm at work and I put on my vlogs from 2 years ago, meaning like this week, 2 years ago. It started on the 20th, which is what today is. And in this vlog, I literally said something that I said today at work, being like, I wish that I had windows in my in my workspace to just open and feel the breeze. I literally said that an hour ago to my coworkers. I feel the same. I was walking out of work and I was like, oh my goodness, what a beautiful day. I can't wait to get home and immediately go for a walk. And then I got in my car, started it, and heard the ding, 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 ding. That's been going off for a few days, saying that I need an oil change, of which I was planning to do today. So I did go get an oil change. They were super quick, did a lot of cool stuff, like got it lickety split, cost $100, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done. So got an oil change. Now I'm home and now I'm gonna go for a walk. I hear ducks. Nope, no duck friends. This is just a mess. This is not the trail I used to know. I don't know if I can keep going. It's like very wet and clunky and sticky, and I don't know. I haven't been this way since all this was down and this wasn't like just covered in snow. I also didn't put on my yak tracks. I didn't think I needed them. What a mistake. If I'm tramping through the edges of the snow, I need yak tracks. I just didn't think that they were still a necessity.
Whoever gave that report is in Hannah's world. She's probably talked to them.
So at my job on Friday, we did this like Chopped cooking competition based on like the Food Network show Chopped with like the staff. So I posted about it today, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. I tagged Food Network and I tagged Ted Allen, the host of Chopped. I just got on Twitter and Ted Allen quote tweeted my tweet. I am an accomplished social media manager. I will be putting that on my resume. Oh, I'm stoked. So I've just been sad since my walk. And I'm not sure why. Because walks are usually fairly good. I mean, like, they don't fix life. but they usually do help. But like, I just came in from my walk and I was like, oh, there's so much to do. Like, so much I want to do. And I was gonna write. And then, like, in the span it took me to walk from, like, the lobby to my apartment, I was like, no, I don't want to go do that. I made myself read, and I read, like, maybe 20 pages, which is good, but I was, like, sadly reading. But I've just felt, like, numb and sad.
Like, for the problematic views, that's the best one.
Oh, hello. I came home, watched some Bachelor, had some nachos, and then went over to John and Casey's house, and the three of us watched Amphibia for like an hour, and then Casey left to go to rehearsal, and then John and I watched Steven Universe. I will just tell you where we are in Steven Universe. And if you haven't seen Steven Universe or you don't want spoilers, skip to where there's no hand. Also, tomorrow, because this is the last thing I'm filming tonight. But 3, 2, 1, go. So we just watched the moment where it is revealed that Rose Quartz was Pink Diamond. And I've been knowing this. I've seen the show, right? But John hasn't seen the show. But literally the episode before that, like literally one episode before, John was like, I'm starting to think that Rose is Pink Diamond. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was gonna kill him. I was like, yeah, you damn guessed the plot. I was like, this episode is probably the most important episode in the whole of Steven Universe. Like, I said that when we were getting up to the episode. So I was like, do you think we'll get to episode 18 tonight? Because, like, it's a biggie. And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, all right, like, I'm just ready for it because it is the biggest episode in the whole of Steven Universe. Ugh. Maybe I shouldn't have said that because then, like, maybe he was expecting something. But, like, the plot be plotting in season 5, you know? So, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed. I am so angry, and I'm going to tell you why. Because 3:30, I get done at work at 3:45. 3:30, I am like, time to go get my lunchbox. I walk down the hallway. I see that the teachers' rooms are dark, and I'm like, that's weird. I noticed their window curtains are down, and I'm like, strange. I come back through the hall, and a couple of those teachers are outside their room. They're like, oh my gosh, and they're like looking flustered, and I'm like, what's going on, my guys? And they were like, there was like police chasing a guy with a gun out there. What? A guy with a gun and police out there? They're like, yeah, like there's like a bunch of police outside. And I'm like, excuse you? How do you guys know? And they were like, some kids like ran up and like told us like shut our door because there was a guy with a gun. And I'm like, excuse you? I do need to mention that most of the kids were gone by this point. It's just like kids of staff, because kids leave at 3, staff are there till 3:45. But I was like, what the fuck? And there were like cops surrounding the building. Like when I left, I walked around 3 cop cars and a guy with a drone, because they might have been looking for the gun. They caught the guy, but they might have been looking for his gun. If there is 3 cop cars blocking the parking lot and right outside the door that we enter and exit through, I think we should know, as a building, we go through lockdown drills. It doesn't matter if the kids aren't there. Why the fuck weren't we notified? So upset. I don't know if I'm mad or if I'm like scared or like sad. I don't know what the fuck I am. I think I'm everything. Like, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. So what I'm gonna do is turn on Pretty Little Liars. Gonna probably work on sewing some holes in my jacket. I'm gonna order pizza, and I'm gonna see if I can have any of this alcohol that I own.
I feel like I've been working on this forever and I still have so much to go. So all I've done is this section. I have to do this. And to be fair, I'm gonna go all the way around and then I'm gonna loop back through the middle. The middle can wait, supposedly. Pizza. So the inside of this nonsense is not pretty, but look at how it looks on the outside. This is beautiful. So I did these 3 tonight. This I really combined into one. I did do the middle section, so hopefully that stays, but it's not as important. This is good. I don't know what I was doing here. I don't know why I was going out and about, but I kept getting my hand caught in this one. That's why I decided to do the rest of the holes in this sleeve rather than just do like, I was just going to do a couple, but I kept getting my hand caught in this one. So I just did them all, and then I'll go on to the next sleeve eventually. But this has been annoying and stressful because it takes so long. I've been sitting here since like 5 o'clock, and I stopped to eat pizza, but it's like 8:30. Like, this took so fucking long. I'm in bed, but here's the current question at hand. Am I anxious because I had a singular alcohol tonight? Or am I anxious because I'm anxious? That's my question.
Hello, so it's pretty nice out and I feel like I should go for a walk. However, it is spring and it will be pretty nice out continuously. And I want to read. I would like to finish this book by tomorrow, and I would like to try and read another book next week because I need to read an Alice Oseman book this month, whatever. So I'm going to read for a little bit because that's what I want to do right now. I finished it and it's just after 6 o'clock, so that means I can watch some Pretty Little Liars. And I finished it.
Is, I mean, that's our victory.
Nothing like having a 32-year-old.
Good about it. I think this would be our last movie.
That sticky note is still staying strong. I am mad because I left my lunchbox in my freaking classroom, which is annoying because I just filled up like a whole cup of ranch yesterday and I'm gonna have to throw that out. Ugh. What time is it? 4 o'clock on the dot. I work tonight at the theater. So we'll be going to that in like an hour. So what do I want to do now? It's super nice out. I could go for a walk, but I don't really want to go for a walk before I go to work because then I'm going to be like kind of gross.
All right, it is time for bed. Good night, everybody. See you in the next vlog.